forgot I had my TV turned that way. I was watching both channels of Blackish this morning. That's why it looked like that on the camera. But I'm at work, y'all. This bit playing good so far, I ain't gonna lie.
It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and we've got the Bengals, reigning league MVP. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Bengals and the Ravens on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National The Bengals offense ready to roll. They come in leading the AFC North. And the focal point of the offense, as it's been all year, is this man at running back. Boy, he's been great. His team will be in the playoffs come January. Now it's all about staying sharp, staying healthy.
And that second part, much more important than the first. Stay healthy, main priority. You can stay sharp in practice.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Stewart last week. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Third and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. Able to fight through one tackle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The Bengals at 13-1 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. Fancy footwork at the 45. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go back to Stewart on first. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again to Stewart. Skirts by him at the 35. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals offense and their running back getting set to go once more. He's got a rushing touchdown of the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. Now it's Burrow. Quick slant by Chase. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Burrow will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Escapes the defender. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bengals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle now with Stewart. Fights loose. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
A quick throw, but incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. 2nd and 10.
It's pro.
From midfield now, Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't.
Visitors offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Now Stewart on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this. Here we go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. They go play action with Burrow. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. They give to Stewart out of the gun. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 110 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. This is Stewart again. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll go on the ground. Able to slither by. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Burrow. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt.
Ready? Here we go.
In motion, Slayton. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Here's Stewart up the middle. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
I'm one, right? Here we go, here we go.
Now back to throw. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to...
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away.
I gotta get off this bitch. I ain't gonna lie. It's 6:13. All right. I did that. I'm about to turn this bitch off. It's 22 minutes.